how did you think Benteke was?
He was good. He looks a bit rusty. You know, I think we're going to be talking 3-4 games at least before he's got the match fitness to really have an impact. But it was nice having someone up there who could hold the ball up when it was played to feet, which is extremely rare. But he did a great job. Good movement, but he's some way off full fitness.
Okay, now it's finally the first point of the season. Is this season going to be another dogfight for you?
It looks that way at the moment. I think a lot depends on the next few days in the transfer window. You know, we've got to get some more quality in. You know, Pardew says he's kind of happy with the squad, but we want a couple more. But we just need. You look at the bench, and particularly with Zaha being sort of.
I don't think that's going to happen. But go on, tell me your thoughts on that.
No, he's just been unsettled by it. He didn't start today because it's difficult. I'll ask the guys there. You know, how many times when a player effectively says that they want to leave and the chairman or the manager say you're not going anywhere, how many times does that player just settle down and just play like...
Well, actually, we can relate this because Andros has ended up all the way with you, but that's basically what happened. Andros lost his feet, lost his place, and that was just lost his confidence. That was a disaster for him, wasn't it?
Definitely, yeah. And it seems to be happening again a little bit. I feel for him. I think he's a good footballer in his day. I mean, once your confidence goes, then it affects your game massively.
Tell me about Andros today then. I think Andros will find his feet at Palace. I think this is his place, this is his home. He just needs a bit of time. Yeah.
He's not quite on the wavelength of his teammates yet. That's all it is. Occasional heavy touch, but you know what? The way he can turn and change direction, and he can put a great cross in when he tries, and he very nearly scored today by mistake, bless him. But putting a cross in, it nearly went in the far corner, sort of thing. But he was all right today. But he's not 100%. But we know what he's like when he's fully firing. We've seen it, probably best seen it in an England shirt, really. So I've got a lot of hopes for him.
Well, his number 10 position that he's playing is out of position. Do you think that's the right choice by Pardew, and what are fans thinking about Pardew?
No, well, I'd say, first question, no, he isn't the right choice. He isn't a central player. He really should be out wide. He loves to cut in. He loves to try and get a shot away. But teams know that about him, and I think that limits him when he's playing more centrally. So hopefully it's just a shirt rather than a position that he's looking to play.
I think it is with the number 10 and with that. I think we spoke last week as well to Troy, and he was saying it's not the position, it is the shirt.
Absolutely. And in terms of Pardew, how do people feel about him? You know, had that last-minute goal not gone in, it would have been even worse for him. But he's under an awful lot of pressure at the moment. At the games, the fans are supportive. You know, there was a bit of booing at half-time, and rightly so.
Really, rightly so. Would you boo? Did you boo?
I didn't, because I don't as a policy. But I can completely understand those that do. I don't like the sort of boo when you win, boo when you lose, cheer when you win kind of way of behaving. But the first half today was absolutely awful. We were so bad. But like I say, people aren't really showing it at games. They're on the message boards, they're on Twitter and what have you, really laying into Pardew. But at games, he's still getting the support. But for me, it's the fact we played well in the second half means that Pardew's still able to have an influence on the team. He hasn't lost that dressing room. So that's something. That's a plus point for him. But he's got to work hard.
But what's changed? Because last season you had such a great start. It seemed like Palace were sort of the West Ham, Spurs, Leicester. They were running good, and then it all just went wrong.
Well, it was a combination of things. There was certainly a bit of bad luck in there in terms of injuries and suspensions at the wrong time, and it really showed up that we didn't have the depth of squad that we thought we did. We thought there was this huge competition for places, but as it turned out, our fringe players just weren't up to it. But I think what's gone wrong is that we've been found out a little bit in the Premier League, in that our way of counter-attacking and sitting back is just, people know how to play against that, so we need a plan B. And Pardew has really struggled to find that plan B, and that's his whole aim at the moment, is to find that different way of playing, and we are struggling with it.
Now, can Pardew keep Zaha, do you think, or is that, even if he doesn't go to Spurs, do you think that's him wanting out?
Yeah, personally, I think he wants to go, and I can see him going in the next transfer window. I think he'll stay in this window unless Spurs come in with a sensible bid, and we've identified someone to replace. But ultimately, I think the writing's on the wall. I can't imagine. I've never seen a player who's been targeted by another club, a bigger club, I have to admit, and has then changed their mind and stayed, and it's been brilliant. He's his form will drop, and we'll have to sell him, I think, ultimately.
Now, Zaha played at United, didn't really work there. What are your thoughts on him?
Do you know what? I actually feel he didn't get much of a chance to play. I think he's a class player. He just didn't get the chance. But Fergie brought him in, similar to what he did with Van Persie. He brought the players in and then he retired. So the players that he brought in didn't really get a good chance. Exactly. So it was a bit of a lost talent. But then, you know, we have made up for that in the recent transfer window. So, but yeah, I think that he'll do well at Palace. If Palace keep him, it'd be a great a thing for them, basically.
Now Chelsea still are looking for a few players. What do you think, Elliot?
Definite defence reinforcement needed.
Definitely defence reinforcement needed.
With Zuma still out with his injury, I'm not sure if Conte will sign another centre-back and then change formation slightly, or he could go for it at the back if we do sign another centre-back, but I can't see it happening.
Now, Chris, any realistic transfer targets? Because the window's closing and this is where the money gets silly.
Yeah, it is. We look we're definitely going to be bringing in another striker, whether it's Loic Remy. Or there's actually strong rumours at the ground today that Jermaine Defoe is actually close to joining from Sunderland.
Well, he just scored today as well. Defoe's a good one to have, although he's getting older, he's just one of those ones that you can rely on.
That's it. Well, exactly. He brings goals, and the idea of him playing up alongside Benteke, even for a season or two, is something that really would appeal to me. I think that would be a great deal for us if we can get that done. But we really need to look at, I think, perhaps a right back and certainly another central midfielder, someone who's a bit more of an advanced playmaker, if you like. So
when you look at this, Palace have only won 2 league games in the whole of last season. That is the worst record in the whole of 2016, sorry. That's a worry, isn't it?
It's a huge worry, and there's no excuses really. And had it not been Alan Pardew, had it been a manager without an affinity for the club, and had we not made the final of the FA Cup, he'd be gone, no question. He'd been gone 10 games ago. But he's been given a bit of a stay of execution because of his connections with the club and because of who he is.
How much time do you think he should be given? Because, like you said, I think it's just him that's been given the grace. It's not like anybody else would have been given this grace. But I think it is really hard because something needs to change at the club. And it is exactly the same as Chelsea. Mourinho didn't really need to go, but something needed to change.
Yeah, I think you've got to give him till the window shuts and we've done our business in terms of bringing players in and getting players out the door. And I think, but if we start hitting sort of the end of September and we're still struggling for points and struggling in performances, then that's when you got to act. So I give him probably 10 games from here.
Okay, amazing, Chris. Thank you so much. We won't keep you any longer in case you get a parking ticket.
Yeah, getting that way. Cheers.
All right, we'll catch up with you next week.
Nice one. Thanks.
Thanks. Now, there was so much talk that Pardew was going to be the next England manager. Let's talk about that. Go on.
Well, I think it'd be better than Allardyce, to be honest.
I do too.
Yeah, I think Allardyce is the same sort of mould to Hodgson. There's a bit of an old school manager.
Too old school. And the thing is, I'm not saying Eddie Howe would have gone. I'm not saying that they've got enough experience. But when you've got Pochettino, when you've got Village, when you've got Eddie Howe, when you've got managers like that of that era, and then you've got the Allardyce, the McLeish, but the problem is, it's the same with tennis, it's the same with everything. There's an inherent problem within the system because they're old school, so it's going to stay old school, and it's disappointing, really.
Well, yeah, but I would call it a bit of controversy here, but I think the thing about England is we're just not that good. We bought into our own hype quite a lot in a lot of the all the tournaments we've been in. That we're going to win it, we're going to get to the quarterfinals. That's the best. We're just not that good. If we look at it like that,
I think it starts at root level where we play as kids, how we get taught to play. A lot of these sort of Spanish teams are taught very skillful things and tactics, and we just sort of were a bit gung ho. I remember playing football, and it's a kick it up Hackney Marshes, run up, chase the ball, and we kind of sort of got to get that, wean it out over years, I suppose, with these new managers coming in, the Pochettinos.
We learn a different way of football.
Yeah, maybe a different, and then English football will get better, hopefully, as well, if they're bringing through English players. OK, well, thank you so much, Elliot and John. Elliot, we wish you the best of luck. We hope that you win the World Cup. We hope that you bring the title back and you bring the trophy back. So we wish you luck. And John, thank you so much. You've been amazing. We'll see you guys in just a moment.
For brilliant entertainment, join Sky TV and get a free 32-inch LG TV with any Sky bundle. Watch the latest shows like the new US crime drama Shades of Blue on Sky Living. And introducing the all-new Cinema Bundle, featuring a new premiere every day and improved HD and sound. So join Sky TV from £20 a month and get a free LG TV, the latest shows and a Sky Plus HD box. Search Sky Bundles or call 0800 151 2775. Sky. Believe in better.
What? I'm so sorry, I thought you were a chair. Sorry.
Our breakfasts are freshly prepared, even if you're not. Like the all-in-one breakfast wrap. McDonald's. We make breakfast.
Our new free time plans give you free electricity from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays or Sundays. So you can do the cleaning for free. Cook a family feast for free. Or catch up on box sets for free. So switch now and you'll get a free upgrade to smart meters and free electricity 9 to 5 every Saturday or Sunday. Switch now and start saving. Call 0800 980 4045 or search British Gas Free Time.
How would you like access to over 1,200 pounds of fitness programming free? Hi, my name is Carl Deichler, and I'm the CEO of Beachbody. You've probably seen our fitness solutions on TV, like P90X and 21 Day Fix. And now you can stream our digital library of fitness programs right to your computer, tablet, or smartphone free for 30 days. Just go to bod30.co.uk and get started losing weight fast. That's bod30.co.uk, and I'll see you online.
Right now, there's an amazing deal on super reliable BT broadband. Join today and get a massive 67% discount. It's £5 a month and a 12-month contract. You'll get a super reliable Wi-Fi connection, and when you're out and about, you can connect into the UK's largest Wi-Fi network for free. You can also get a £75 BT reward card when you sign up online by the 4th of August. Get BT broadband for £5 a month and on a 12-month contract. For new joiners discounts, call 0800 800 950 or visit bt.com/deals.
You're joining us here at Fan TV. We're into the last hour. Hull City, Manchester United have just gone to half-time on 0-0. So, come on then. I think, do you know what? I think it is that players are, which is what happened against Leicester last year, they, for the first part anyway, just underestimating them.
Yeah, I mean, well, believe me, we've had our fair share of 0-0s at half-time over the last 2 years, so it's nothing new to us.
He's certainly got the quality. It seems that Zlatan's missed or had 2 opportunities that he's not managed to convert. Yeah,
you're going to have those games during the season. You're going to have those sort of like bogey teams that are going to sort of cause you more problems than it would do on paper. And I mean, I think Hull are, you know, they're looking like they're going to be performing a bit of a Leicester at the moment. They haven't got a manager, but then they've got Mike Phelan, who's ex-United. You know,
he was underneath that.
He was Ferguson, yeah. So you know, he knows his stuff. I mean, you know, good luck to him. But I mean, I still think we're going to win 2-0. You know, don't quote me on that. But you know, but yeah, I think we'll win it in the end. But yeah, 0-0 for us at half-time. It's nothing new.
No, and it isn't. And also, I think we've got to bear in mind Manchester United as a team, as this team, haven't actually played more than a game or so together. So
yeah, we're new. I think what Mourinho's trying to do is not put too many new ingredients in all at once. Because if you put in there Mkhitaryan, Ibra, you know, Pogba, you've got Bali at the back as well. I mean, you can't mix too many new people in a team. Once it just won't work. It will just fall flat on its face. Similar to what Liverpool did when they just literally brought a whole new squad, or similar to Tottenham when they sold Bale and they put all those new players in to Spurs, and it just didn't work for that season. I think that what Mourinho's trying to do is just ease people in, you know, bit by bit, and he found a formula that worked with Ibra and Bale at the back, so it worked for the first few games. He's probably trying that again.
We'll see. OK, well, we've got more people to come onto the sofa. So Ben and Jordan, our Borussia Dortmund fans, come in. Come in, coming.
Hello, Kiri.
Hello, how you doing?
How you doing? You all right?
Now, one thing that Manchester United haven't done for me, which is why I give them so much stick, these guys got me a taxi. Okay, so Borussia Dortmund played today. What happened?
Jordan. Yeah, we just won 2-1.
Against
Mainz. And it was an easy game, but the football's still kind of stiff. So the players are playing good, but I think they didn't go for it all. We started winning, we matched the game. We wanted more goals as fans, but we got the result and the team that plays fit. So we're happy.
So happy indeed. Okay, well, let's talk about this taxi first off. You see, he got me a taxi. I might not have been so mean.
I'll remember that for next time. Yeah.
Okay, so you are part of the Supporters Club in London, aren't you?
Yeah.
And the taxi is part of an initiative to get more fans on board.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Kiri, thank you so much for coming down and checking out our yellow and black taxi, and that was really awesome. We had a great time earlier. We launched our taxi, and I don't know if you've got a photo of it, but basically the fans saw it for the first time today. We've got 200 members of the fan club.
There you go, there's the taxi.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's it exactly, with me and our London supporters flag. So. Incredible, absolutely incredible. And the idea is basically to get more people to come down to the Stammtisch, the meetups, and just watch the games with us. We had about 35 people today, and we just had some beers and German food and watched the Bundesliga and had a really great time.
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, well, I took a ride in this taxi earlier, so let's have a look. Ben, the Borussia Dortmund taxi's here.
It is. It's absolutely here, Kiri, and you're keeping your promise. We're so excited.
Okay, well, I'm going to jump in and take...
Let me get the door for you as a proper gentleman.
And Marshall's driving me, who's a genuine Borussia Dortmund fan, so... Oh. In we go. Shaky hand cam, and off we go.
Bye, Kiri.
Off we go, Marshall. Bye, Ben. All right. Well, we have no idea where we're going, but is this your first fare, Marshall?
Yeah, it is.
I'm the first fare in the first taxi. How exciting! So, have you had lots of people? Because you've driven this up here, haven't you?
I have, yeah. And the reactions on the road is amazing. Because loads of people are actually saying, "Why can't the Premier League teams do the same thing?" It's a good advert for football.
It's an amazing advert. Now, we've been outside the studio for like 2 minutes, and I already saw loads of people taking pictures. So it's really a popular thing, isn't it, Marshall?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm just hoping. Obviously, our Premier League teams have taken lead from Dortmund's book, because we need this kind of thing. More Premier League teams with more sort of logos around.
Yeah, definitely. Now, is this your cab?
It is, yes.
So what made you're part of the Borussia Dortmund fan club as well?
I've been to Germany loads of times, and I kind of like the German culture of how they do things in football. And obviously, after winning the World Cup, I actually got the experience as I was in Germany at the time, and the celebrations were just extensive.
So you're going to hope that this boosts your fare?
Hopefully.
What happens if you only get Borussia Dortmund fans? You're literally going to be singing their fan songs all the time.
I'm surprised. I'm actually an Arsenal fan in England.
He went there. He went there.
My German team is Dortmund, and I'm loyal to both.
Okay.
Yeah. Hence why I've like to sacrifice my taxi.
He's really loyal to both. There's Arsenal memorabilia where? Amazing. Well, we're just pulling back up at the studios, so thank you, Marshall, for taking us in this amazing cab. And I hope that if you see this, make sure you get in it, say hello to Marshall, and go for a spin around London.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was my little taxi journey. Absolutely fantastic, guys. I love what you're doing. So it was the start of the season today. So are you excited for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, basically the friendly results recently have been kind of mixed. There have been some wins, some losses. A notorious loss in Austria against Sunderland, which was quite surprising. But I don't really think that reflects on the quality of the team. Dortmund now have got such an incredible bench that I think they're going to be doing very well in the Champions League. Yeah, today was a challenging match, which was to be expected. Mainz are a Europa League challenger, I would say, and I think Dortmund did pretty well. If you consider they've just brought in 8 new players and they had 4 new players on the pitch today.
And sold players, so you sold Mkhitaryan to Manchester United. So yeah. What can a
Manchester United.
What can a Manchester United fan expect from him?
Well, as he was just saying, I mean, Mkhitaryan's Bundesliga player of the season last year, and he's an absolutely outstanding player, great team participant, really just like generates a lot in the midfield, and I mean, I think, you know, the combination of Gundogan, Hummels and Mkhitaryan is a big hit for Dortmund. And I think Tuchel's has taken on a big risk by bringing in 8 young players. But saying that, we've already beginning to see that Batra from Barcelona and Roda from Bayern München are already beginning to make a very strong impact in the midfield and the defence. And also, Tuchel also brought on Guerreiro, who was the European Championship winner this summer with Portugal, and he looked absolutely outstanding. So, I mean, frankly, you know, I don't know what you thought, Jordan. I mean, we let a goal in the last 2 seconds, so, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I think it was a pretty good game.
It was a good game. What I like from Borussia is that we have a plan. We didn't expect for the last moment to get the players. As soon as the window was open, you could see Borussia Dortmund had a plan, and we got players.
You guys don't have that much money to spend either, do you? But the money that you spend, it seems like you actually spend well.
We are good sellers. I mean,
I was going to say, because you've also lost
Hummels,
that's it, to Bayern. So you've sold some of your really good players.
Yeah, I mean, one characteristic of Borussia is, as I was saying, the club has a really good plan all over Europe and other countries. As soon as the window was open, we got 4 players in a row. That means we had a list of players that we can track. And then I think Borussia is well known for, we develop very good players. We get it from different parts of Europe or the world. And then the coaching team in Borussia, I think, is amazing. And then after a couple of years, we have big spenders like United or Madrid or Bayern.
So are you surprised Mkhitaryan hasn't started at Manchester United yet?
No, because Mourinho, I think he likes to put a lot of players in the same position, and he loves to build a team competition in the team, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard for everybody. I think
he'll get his chance. He will get his chance.
Yeah. Do you think that's how Mourinho does it? He builds so everybody really wants to be part of it.
Yeah, you've got to be hungry. He wants players to go out there hungry. He wants them to, you know, go out there wanting to win. And when he sees that in training, he sees that they're ready and right, you know, to play, then he'll play them. And don't forget, we haven't really started, you know, the league, your FA Cup, Europa.
I have to say, I think in terms of, in order to manage those egos, it's the only way you can manage that many egos is to manage with that sort of philosophy that basically none of you are special until you've proven otherwise.
That's like United away over. I mean, Fergie handled it the same way. I mean, you know, United have never been shy of having egos in the dressing room. I mean, we've had Beckham's, Best's, you know, we've had them all. And they've always been handled. When you've got the right manager handling them, it just works. And so far, it looks like it's working. I mean, everyone, I've seen, you know, pictures of them training and everything. They all just look really happy, like they're really getting on this season. Last season, when you see them, they looked like they were just sort of under some sort of strict regiment where they didn't look happy, even training. They just didn't look like they were enjoying themselves. This season, they look like they're, you know, a bit more relaxed, and it's working. So, you know, so far so good. But you know, so 3 games in. So.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's a long season. It is the start of your season today as well. Now, can they topple Bayern? Can they at least challenge for the title, Borussia Dortmund?
I think yes, definitely. I think that was the message of having these 8 players in. We can challenge. Definitely, we're going to challenge, and then the year is long. We see how it goes. Combination with the league, the Champions League, and injuries. I think it plays the same for teams in the Premier League. How are the teams? Who is available for playing? And then during the week, sometimes you will play Wednesday, you will play Saturday. Who's fit, who's not fit? And if you have a big win, it's going to reflect in the weekend. If you have a big loss, probably it's hard to.
That's the thing for everyone, for the English league as well as.
Exactly.
It's such a long run. There's so many games that anything can happen. But basically, you are up against a club that has Manchester United kind of money. The untold amount of money. So is it realistic that you can expect to compete?
Yeah, I think, I mean, basically what you're looking at is, for example, today you had players like Marco Reus, who's basically an absolute international legend, and Mario Götze, the scorer of the World Cup final goal, and a superb player. These guys were not even on the bench today, and I mean, to think that Dortmund now has a bench, you know, they're playing 19-year-olds like Pulisic and Paslak and so on, have just come up from the youth and are now challenging people like Marco Reus and and Mario Götze. I mean, I think this Dortmund is a Dortmund that is different to the one we've seen in the last couple of years. It is a a really, we've got two sides. We've got a Champions League kind of setup where we can do squad rotation for the first time. And, you know, I mean, with respect to Mkhitaryan, and I wish him well, honestly. I mean, I think you've got an amazing coach there with Mourinho. Yeah, but you're not in the Champions League, are you?
But Borussia Dortmund, they're very similar to Southampton, the way that they've sold all these big players.
I think we're bigger than Southampton.
Well, no, in the way that they've sold all these great players. You look at Southampton, they sold the Bowles and all the others, you know, those other players, yet they're still up there and they're still doing well. Maybe they're not winning the league, similar to what you guys are doing. But they're still performing well.
Top.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, guys, well, we will pick this back up after the break. We will be having a look at what's happening at that Manchester United Hull game as well. And, well, a whole lot more. We've got some amazing games. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Thank you.
I'm here with these thermal goggles to show you how much heat these old double glazed windows lose compared to Everest triple glazing.
Look where they're leaking all their heat from. You'll see on the right side here, the Everest triple glazed windows keep it inside where it belongs. That's because their 5-chamber profile and extra pane of glass help make them Everest's warmest window ever. And they're now available at 1991 prices with Price Rewind. Fit the best. Fit Everest.
At Marbles, we work hard to accept you and put you in control, even if you have a poor credit history. Answer a few easy questions, and our Fast Check service will tell you if you're likely to be accepted. You'll get an instant response, and it won't affect your credit rating. Marbles' free SMS alerts could help you stay in charge of your spending, and you can change your monthly repayment date up to twice a year. Marbles' Classic Card has a manageable credit limit from £250 up to £1,200. So get your application rolling at marbles.com today.
Battle commenced. Enemy gaining. Strike now. You are victorious.
Mobile Strike. Download and play now, free from the App Store.
I'm here with these thermal goggles to show you how much heat these old double glazed windows lose compared to Everest triple glazing.
Look where they're leaking all their heat from. You'll see on the right side here, the Everest triple glazed windows keep it inside where it belongs. That's because their 5-chamber profile and extra pane of glass help make them Everest's warmest window ever. And they're now available at 1991 prices with Price Rewind. Fit the best. Fit Everest.
In the heat of the moment, condoms aren't your first thought. But withdrawal is not an effective way to prevent pregnancy. A study estimated that only 55% of pregnancies in the UK are planned. Visit the Family Planning Association online to get informed about all contraception choices and find one that works for you. This message is supported by Durex.
Engaging conversations and a shot at finding the one. That's why I'm on Elite Singles.
EliteSingles.co.uk for single professionals.
Game of War. Play for free on the App Store.
It's got great.
Welcome back to us here at Fan TV. We are now into the last half an hour. We are going to watch Manchester United Hull City play out. Currently still 0-0. That could all change very soon, though. We've got Manchester United fan on the sofa, Chris, and we have also got our Borussia Dortmund fans on the sofa. So we've just been looking on Twitter, and Liverpool are interested in Pulisic from Borussia Dortmund. So would that be a big loss?
Yeah, we've been hearing this. I mean, to be honest with you, Pulisic is coming up from... He's already a USA international. He's like 18 years old. And he's come up from the Dortmund youth, through the Dortmund youth system. And for, you know, this is always the thing with like Germany, England. They come in, they offer like 20 million for an 18-year-old.
Premier League's got such insane money, hasn't it?
Well, put it this way. I mean, I said this on the show last week. Andre Schürrle, the ex-Chelsea player, who really is a 55-time cap German international, yeah? He comes in from Wolfsburg. He's our most expensive ever transfer in our entire history, and we're a Champions League winning club. And they've paid £25 million for him. And then for Liverpool or Arsenal, someone to come in and actually, you're an Arsenal fan, aren't you? To come in and say...
How come all Borussia Dortmund fans are Arsenal fans?
Yeah. I'm Aston Villa.
Because in my case...
It's killing you, isn't it? It's killing you.
I think it's stitched right up here.
Yeah, Arsenal and Villa, yeah.
In my case, it's simple. I'm trying to watch the teams that they play with the ball the best. So good touching, good passing.
And you went with Arsenal?
Scoring.
You should come to Old Trafford.
I've been there.
I've been to Old Trafford.
Basically, I'm not originally from England, so what I'm trying to do is enjoy the game, but just be part of it. So I joined Arsenal 5 years ago. I joined Borussia 3 years ago, and I try to enjoy it. I'm very respectful with all the fans, and I travel as much as I can. And I enjoy it.
You just love football. Okay, so Tuchel, great manager for you. Realistically, could he transfer over to Arsenal? Is he?
Jordan is our Mexican Arsenal,
Borussia
He's our
Dortmund
Mexican Arsenal and Borussia Dortmund, and they've got, you know, the funny thing about Mexico, they've got a massive league over there, Chivas Club America and so on. But there's a huge Mexican fan base of Borussia Dortmund. I don't know why our club is just so cool. We've just got fans all over the world. I don't know why that is.
It's the way you play. It's the way you face your big opponents. You like to attack. You like to get the ball. Beautiful football. I mean, you try to do it. You cannot do it all the time, but it's a sport. But at the same time, it's entertainment. So people like to watch beautiful games.
I think they're like
sometimes
they're like the Fulham. They're like the club. Everyone just goes, we've got to like Fulham, and yeah, they're just a nice club. And that's similar to Dortmund. I think they just have a great sort of football ethics as a club overall. They're just a nice club. They run their club in the right way, and I think a lot of people appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to take anything away from Man United, Kiri. I mean, one of my favourite ever matches was the 99.
They're an impressive brand to follow as well.
Man U,
I think
Borussia. Okay, sure.
Manchester United, but Borussia Dortmund have a similar way of keeping a brand alive.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, right? I mean, I was just saying, the 99 Cup European Champions League final was one of my favourite ever games, seeing Bayern Munich beaten in the last 2 minutes. That was just absolutely amazing. And, you know, but the thing with Borussia is, I mean, if you just quickly contrast and compare, they just released their figures last week, and Borussia Dortmund actually increased their turnover by 100 million last season. Not only that, but they're actually making a 40 million profit, okay? And the club have got zero debt on their balance sheet. This is a club that, as Chris is saying, is really well run, basically, and they've got some of the lowest prices in Europe. And, you know, what can I say? I mean, 82,000 average gate.
I think we're top 10 in the Forbes richest clubs in the world, and that goes overall NFL.
And you've got $500 billion debt.
I know. It's amazing,
pounds.
Okay, I feel so sorry for Chris, who's just been absolutely terrorised. Chris, talk to me about the atmosphere for fans, Manchester United fans, because Borussia Dortmund undoubtedly have probably one of the best atmospheres. It's probably a lot to do with the yellow end that you talk about, the standing. Would you like to see the standing, the rail sitting at least in Manchester United?
I mean, with Manchester United, we've always had loyal fans. I mean, we stuck by two managers that weren't a great fit for the club. We were always cheering the team on.
By the way, exciting news, Mkhitaryan is apparently warming up for Manchester United as we speak.
There we go, see, you had something to do with that. But no, we've always had, you know, that sort of club where the fans have always been around. We've always been very strong as fans. We've always stuck together. Obviously, there is a sort of bit of a split at the moment with whether what Rooney should play for United. A few fans are in debate by that, but it's not so much and it's as an extreme as Arsenal with get the manager out.
That's the thing, you've never turned against either when it was, and I feel sorry for David Moyes.
Except that plane, but that was just one fan, I think, that did that.
But you,
plane.
even then, and that was, I think, I do agree, your fans, and that's what I say, it does frustrate me about fans, is fans can change, make and break a team's season, they really can, because if you, okay, what do you think about booing? Because we heard.
I think you should boo because it gets the players to notice that you're not happy with the way they're playing.
Can you imagine, does it?
It does. Because it would. I mean, if I was playing a football match and I heard people booing me, I think I'm doing something wrong here. I'm not doing something right.
Would it motivate you?
Well, if they cheer me on and I'm playing really badly, then I'll be worried.
Yep. I have a big issue with booing, because I think, what are you doing? You are a fan of that club. Like, you've paid an awful lot of money to sit there, and then you're going to boo.
There's different types of booing, though, isn't there? There's sort of like there's obscene swearing, booing, like get off the pitch, and they're just like, come on, hurry up, boo, pass the ball.
What do you guys think? I mean, your fans as a whole are incredible fans.
Yeah, very supportive. I mean, I remember when we were in the 18th spot with under Jurgen Klopp's last season, we were bottom of the league. We went literally from, you know, second to 18th within like 3 months. Bayern had taken all our best players, and the stadium was still full. The fans were still supporting Borussia and behind Jurgen Klopp. I mean, you know, arguably Klopp could have stayed with the club. You know, I think the one thing, I mean, I remember, I'm just going to illustrate this. I remember a few years ago, I went to watch Chelsea against Paris Saint-Germain. A colleague of mine gave me a ticket at work. And I basically, you know, there's the amount of swearing and the attitude and so on. I just like the contrast with that and the yellow wall and the feeling, kind of you know, the kind of like with the singing and the you know, the whole atmosphere in the yellow wall is just, it's so, you know, exhilarating and fun. And I just think, I mean, you're getting now 1,000 English fans to every Dortmund home game. It just goes to show, I mean, there's a real attraction to that yellow wall. I think people just want to get in there and have, you know, we get fans from all over the world. I mean, look at Jordan from Mexico. I mean, it's amazing.
I think it goes a little bit with the philosophy of the club. For example, Man United had Alex Ferguson for 26 years. Arsenal has.
I was impressed by that.
We like it or not, Wenger is in the club for 17, 19 years. Club was a good run for 8 years.
8 years.
So the club has an identity, has a philosophy, and has a plan.
So do you think that this standing fan system, rather than would work at Manchester United? Would you like to see it? How much difference does it make?
You can give it a go. I mean,
it's
I think
interesting
it would.
because a lot of fans absolutely are obsessed by it, but you think you've got the atmosphere anyway.
But we have got quite a big stadium. I mean, I don't know how it'll work in terms of, obviously, because we've got such a big stadium, it might cause chaos, a little bit, a bit of chaos. I think for the lower league size, maybe to try it out, maybe.
And I think actually that's probably a really sensible way to look at it. The clubs that have got smaller stadiums, brilliant idea. When you're getting on the scale that you are with Manchester United, when you've got that much football, it's an interesting take. Okay, now we've got my game that was so amazing the first time around. We're going to roll it out again. Tweeting twits. We've got some footballers that have tweeted things, and you guys have got to tell me who tweets them. So let's get our first one on the screens. This is, I had spaghetti and it was very nice. I enjoyed it. He got 18,000 retweets. What worries me more is the people that retweeted it. Who do you think tweeted that?
Can you give us a clue? Can you give us a clue?
For any league?
A team?
Premier League.
Ooh. A day, a year, or
a club.
Club, yeah.
Is it Man United? Is it a Man United player?
No.
No. I'll shut out the dark. Let's just go with Theo Walcott.
No,
yeah, nice.
I could see that. Yeah. No, club's a rival of though. Players for a rival club.
Harry Kane.
No. Okay.
Harry Kane's way too smart.
Nearly. Right club, wrong player.
So we're talking Tottenham
Twitter player from Tottenham.
No.
Ericsson.
You just started to name them now. You're not taking this game seriously.
Yeah.
Rose.
No.
I don't even know any Tottenham's players.
Okay, it was Victor Wanyama. Okay, we have got one more of our Twitter thingy-madoobies. Okay, shut up, you egg, and get out of cow's hole. Won't tell you again. Now this, Chris, you should know.
Sounds like Alan Sugar.
Yeah.
It is one of your...
Piers Morgan. Okay, I didn't know.
Plays for Manchester United. Big feature of Manchester United.
Was it Wayne Rooney?
Yay!
Well done, Chris.
That's all right. I'll get my prize later.
Okay, I think we're still 0-0 on the Manchester United Hull caller. Now, we did have a Skype caller, Jan, but as Skype goes and comes, he's gone. Okay, so...
So, Kiri, what's your favourite club, honestly?
Well, I can't reveal that.
I reckon you're a Southampton guy.
I love
I got to say, you'd be a Hampshire Southampton fan.
Jan, Liverpool fan, is back on my screens. Jan, pop up. How are you doing, Jan?
Oh, Jan.
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am good. So talk to us about the game.
Well, I'm really happy about the performance from Liverpool today. I thought we Pretty much, I wouldn't say we controlled the game. It ended up in a draw 1-1, but really, really pleased, particularly looking back at the previous league game at Burnley. So I think we did really, really well. Would have liked the 3 points, thought we deserved the 3 points. But as I said, I think it bodes well going forward. Really happy about that.
Okay, so Chelsea beat Burnley 3-0, Liverpool lost to Burnley 2-0. What happened?
Well, it's home and away, but it could be more than that to it, who knows. Burnley game, I think, you know, the cliche is early goals define games, and I think it really hurt us, the early goal we conceded at Burnley. I think Chelsea scored really early today. I could be wrong, but...
Yeah, they did.
I wouldn't read too much into comparison of those two games today. You know, I think you can make a lot of game comparisons through the season. You'll have a lot of weird outcomes from that, so I wouldn't read too much into it. Maybe that's just me trying to be optimistic.
Okay, I think it might be. Let's have a look at your transfer window. You've got an awful lot of strikers sitting around at Liverpool that aren't going to be used. You still need some defence, and you've still got a bunch of strange players that you need to offload. Who would you like to see come in? And is anyone actually ever going to buy Balotelli?
Well, first things first, coming in is more interesting, I suppose. You know what? I'm sure they're looking for some things, but I wouldn't expect anybody to come in at this stage. I think it was quite telling that a lot of the players we got came in really early, and I guess those were the ones that Klopp were really after. Maybe they're still looking for players, but I'd actually be surprised if we still get anybody after this time. I think Klopp fancies working with this group he has now. In terms of outs, I am pretty sure they're trying to offload Balotelli.
They just won't drop his price.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's a price or his salary. I have no idea what's the stumbling block. I see new teams every day being linked with him. I don't know how much realism it is in it. But to be honest, I'm not too bothered about it. Yes, we would like to get him off our salary. I guess it's not the biggest problem, I think, for Liverpool.
Okay, what about Moreno? What do you think? Do you think that he's a weak point in the team?
I'm so sorry. It was a bit of background noise, so I didn't hear.
A bit of background noise. It sounded like a tractor was going to come and put you in a bale of hay. Now, Moreno, weak point for Liverpool in the defence.
Probably. It's a funny one because you see Moreno and Milner both sort of doing their own job on left back. They're so different. I think rarely I've seen two players fulfilling the same position but having such different attributes. It's an odd one. I mean, Milner did a good defensive job today, but you could see that as soon as we break on that left-hand side, you're just wishing, oh yeah, Moreno would be great there. His pace would do wonders. So it's a really odd situation, and you wish you had one player there that had a bit of both players' attributes. We don't. So it's going to be interesting going forward with that. And I guess if any one position you would like to have somebody in, it would be their left back. But then again, it shouldn't just be anybody. But it would be good to have some decent left back coming in. So let's see.
Well, a couple of days left. We will see. Jan, stay there. You lot stay there. We'll be back in just a minute. So you stay there as well.
Yes.
Don't talk to me about home insurance. I mean, wouldn't it be fantastic if there was some website?
Fantastic, yeah.
Where you could simply check out a whole bunch of companies and get exactly the right deal.
Fantastic, yeah.
In a matter of minutes.
Go compare. Fantastic cover you'll discover when you're there. You know you order for your bricks and mortar. Nothing quite compares to Go Compare.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
With 50 free spins to get you rolling, there's only one mobile casino that gives you that real Vegas feeling. Leo Vegas. Join today and go to Vegas whenever you like. Leo Vegas, king of mobile casino.
At Luma, we say yes to someone every 6 minutes. So for a response in 60 seconds, go to luma.co.uk today.
You join us back here at Fan TV for the final couple of minutes now. Mkhitaryan is on for Martial. It is still 0-0. Hull City, Manchester United. This could be the game change though, couldn't it, Chris?
Yeah, I think we're still going to win it. Being honest.
It's going to hold it strong then, we're going to win.
Just like Liverpool, optimistic every year. We're going to do it. No, I think we're going to win it. It might not be 2-0.
It might not be in the grace that you wanted it to, but
yeah. I think Mourinho's great at scraping a goal when we need it. So, you know, it could happen. If not, we get a draw. I'm happy with that. You know, it's the start of the season. It's too early.
The thing is such a long season.
I mean, we've got to play all these teams again at home this time. It's, you know, so much to go. So, yeah, I mean, I'll wait till Christmas. I'll start making my judgments at Christmas. So, yeah.
That's a fair enough time. Okay, Jan, pop back up on my screen because Klopp, obviously, is something that you guys can share a little bit. So how do you think his future is going to be at Liverpool?
I mean, I was saying last week that he's bought five players from the Bundesliga this season already, including the goalkeeper,
bought the ones that he likes, hasn't he?
Schalke. He's bought a couple from Schalke as well. I mean, I think Klopp is beginning to form a team which is beginning to look a bit like Borussia Dortmund about 2 or 3 years ago, and we know what happened there. I mean, 2 championships, 2 Bundesliga championships, DFB Pokal and also Champions League final 2013. Don't know if you saw that against Bayern.
No.
Very tight game. No, you do like Dortmund though, don't you? You were just saying it.
I respect them as a team, as a football club.
You can't make him wear the shirt though. You can't do that. Jan, do you reckon, as the boys are saying, Klopp is building a team that was like a Borussia Dortmund team?
I really do think so. I mean, I don't think he's one that believes in sort of mini steps forward. I think he rather dives straight in and play the players, play the system that he believes in, even though it might take time. And I think that's, even last season, we saw some great heights to Liverpool. We certainly saw some quite deep lows as well. But I think that comes with his approach. I think he's not a cautious man. I think he's a risk taker. I think he believes in the way forward in the longer term. He's taking those steps, taking those big risks and just trying to build where he wants to be in the long term. And being a Dortmund supporter, of course, it's music to my ears what he says, and I can only hope and believe that will happen in England as well. I mean,
okay, so Klopp said that he wasn't going to spend, and he would quit football if he was to spend £89 million on a player terrorising Manchester United. But
of course he would.
What do you think to that statement? Because realistically, is he setting himself up to be another Wenger then? Because if you don't buy into what's actually happening, then what do you do? Because Wenger won't succumb to the fees. If Klopp then sort of starts saying, actually, well, I've got a spending limit, what do you think to that?
I don't know. Wenger has been there how many years? Let's ask Klopp in 15 years if that has happened or not. I mean, I just think it's way too early to. I understand that questions are being asked and all that, but I just think it's way too early to ask this question.
Oh, he's disappeared. Well, Jan,
Jan's back.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much, Jan. That was amazing to have you on. I know that you guys are friends. He's another Borussia Dortmund. Where are you? You're just finding these Borussia Dortmund fans everywhere.
Well, Kiri, I mean, you know, it was so cool that you took the tab earlier. I mean, I don't know if you saw the Celtic badge on there and the Liverpool badge on there. I mean, Celtic, Liverpool and Dortmund are just like literally like this. And these guys, you know, they came in, they supported the fan club taxi project from Liverpool, London Reds. And we had a great match which you were involved in a couple of months ago, and we've got we've got a match coming up against the London Celtic fan club, and we've got a dinner.
Yeah, they came in with a trophy, Chris. They came in last week with a trophy. The boys have won a trophy.
Yeah, we did. What did we do? Was it 5-0?
Yeah, it was. It's not nice to say, but it was an easy match.
Okay, so I know that there's obviously important business to be discussed, but there's also important games to be played. And we haven't done a Whose Hair Is It Anyway, and it wouldn't be a Saturday show without Whose Hair Is It Anyway. So let's whack on Whose Hair Is It Anyway, and that is my face.
Oh, this is Valencia.
Okay, who is
Someone in Valencia.
Is it that new Mustafi?
Listen, your club might not be winning, but you're winning.
This guy's good, yeah. It's a nice
it was Mustafi, well done. Literally, you are smashing out the games here. Okay, let's get another one on.
It looks like Torres.
Brings out my eyes, his haircut.
Are they playing? Are they wearing Umbro this season? Nice. No idea.
Come on, guys, I guess.
I ain't got a clue.
I guess.
It was me who said that Kiri is a Southampton fan. We still haven't found out what team you support.
It is. Come on, I need a guess.
On,
Anything, anyone. Rodriguez, you guys are rubbish.
We're not good at this, are we?
Wow.
Okay. So let's.
Are you going to reveal who you support? Then?
Let's get another one on the screens. Way.
Chiellini.
Go on.
Chiellini.
No.
Massimo Chiellini.
Massimo Chiellini. No.
Why has he got the moon? What's the moon?
I don't know.
His name.
I don't know what's going on with my chin. On the verge of joining a Premier League team.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I can't forget his name.
Because they've just bought Higuain.
Famously missed a penalty in the Euros.
I forgot his name. No,
with a ridiculous run out. Oh, that's going to annoy you. Okay, Zaza. It's my eyes. You see, it just baffles you. And I like the fact that my teeth have become whiter with these photos. But it's sure to say that I don't look good with facial stubble. Okay, so what's next for Borussia Dortmund? Who are they playing next?
Darmstadt.
Is it? I'm not sure.
Darmstadt 98, yeah.
So we're gonna play away.
Yeah.
Okay. And we are still 0-0. Chris, what is happening? To be honest,
egg on the face moment, really, isn't it, right now? No, honestly, 0-0. I'll be happy with 0-0, but I still think we're going to win.
Talk to me about what Klopp said, because there is two different sides to this. I see what he's saying, but it is very easy, because if you don't play the game, then you're not in the game. And it's exactly what Arsenal's done, which is, okay, we're not spending.
Because they haven't got the money. That's the thing.
I mean, they've got the money. They've got the money if they want the money, I think.
I mean, if someone turned around and said to Klopp, Pogba wants to join you, but you have to pay 89 million to have him. He really wants to join you. You have to pay 89 million pounds to have him. He would buy him. He'd be lying if he said no.
Do you think any club would buy him? Borussia Dortmund, any club? If Pogba wanted to go?
If Pogba wanted to go, I think they would.
You don't think
so?
No,
Dortmund has an absolute spending limit. It also has a limit on salaries as well. It's a club which...
Do you think a salary cap is needed?
We have that. Yeah.
You don't think so either?
Well, the people say about footballers getting paid so much money, but then you look at like movie stars, they get paid 25 million, 30 million pounds for a film. I mean, it's the same thing. They earn the money. So.
And realistically, inflation goes. I get it, but a cap controls things.
But the thing is, in football, we don't have it. So it has to be a league that has to put example. You have it in other sports like NFL or the NBA, but if no one has ever done it, who's going to take the risk to do it?
Yeah, because you might lose players.
So you do it as a policy, as a club.
Arsenal did it for a while.
But
just general spending cap.
It's going to be very hard. Who's going to say yes? I don't think it's going to happen because he mentioned the example. Some football players, they reach the level of superstars or marketing people, so they're just go.
Yeah, you're not going to turn around to Messi and say, by the way, we're not going to pay you what you want. You might have to leave. They're going to have to pay him.
Exactly. Okay, guys, thank you so much, Borussia Dortmund. Once again, guys, you've been incredible. Chris, you have put up with our terrorising. You have been absolutely fantastic. Thank you for coming on. We still leave you with Hull City, Manchester United, 0-0. Do you know? It's not about that. It's about the fact that Hull City is amazing. 14 players, and they can still pull it off. So it is absolutely fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. If you do want to join us on the sofa, guys, have you had fun today?
We had great fun, and we still don't know who you support, Kiri. We're so intrigued by you.
Listen, get me a taxi home and you'll know who I support. Okay, well, that is all that we've got time for here tonight on Fan TV. Of course, thank you to all of our guests, our Sky callers, Andy Hodgson, Kenny Ken, Ollie, our Bournemouth fan, absolutely incredible. This is your show. We want you to be involved. Skype us, tweet us, follow us on Facebook, and if you want to join in and join me here on the Lime Green Sofa, get along to our website at fan@tv.me, get in touch with us, and you could be here chatting all things football. But for now, it's goodbye from me, Justin Lee Collins. We'll be back on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on all the usual channels, YouTube, Facebook's 212 is the channel. He'll see you then, but from us, it is goodbye for now.